Was that Old Trafford goodbye today?
Special day, very, very emotional. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed not just today. Of course, today is a beautiful day, but I enjoyed the last 4 years in my career. Not just me, with my family. I don't have another words. Just thank you very much.
What can you tell us on your future?
I was waiting for that one. No, clarity will be in time. I think we said end of the season. There's nothing to add at this stage. If and when there's something to be announced, I'm sure you'll be the first to know, Steve.
Well, you'll send me a message, will you? Are you close?
No, listen, we've enjoyed our time, you know, and the situation really hasn't changed, and it'll get sorted when it's going to get sorted. I think the club were pretty clear with the situation and going into it and towards the end of the season, if not the end of the season. So that's where we're at now. So you'll find that news out soon enough.
For me, no doubts about the handball. But in the end, I think we need to have a meeting together to understand when is handball, when is a block, when the block's on the box, because in this moment we don't know what is possible or not, what the decision we know. A lot of times we don't understand the decisions, but I must accept.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of people scratching their heads as to how that goal stood, especially when the referee was directed to VAR and he stayed with the on-field decision, which is something that happens rarely, 17 times in 7 seasons of VAR. And when you've got big Manchester United legends who are covering that game, the likes of Roy Keane and Gary Neville, saying that that should not stand, that goal, do you understand why, what it is about the law that allows it to stand, even if you disagree with it?
Not really. I mean, I understand that it takes a deflection and a short distance and hits him, but the fact that it takes the deflection and he basically traps it, controls it with his arm, unintentionally, of course, which leads to the shot, the deflection, and the ball just pops down for Matheus Cunha and he's able to, it's a really good finish, but it's a completely unfair advantage. If it had flicked off the defender and then hit him on the hip, on the arm, and then went to Cunha, and Cunha was able to slot it in, I'd understand it more. This way, it confuses more people, and it frustrates people and angers people. I mean, you can hear there, Pereira, I can understand him being, like, completely bewildered by the decision. And
it does sound like there's going to be some heck of a meeting at the end of the season to sort this out. Almost swore. Dion, big day for obviously Bruno. We'll look at his incredible record, his assist record. But it wasn't just him, actually. That midfield for Manchester United today was really ticking.
Brilliant. Absolutely outstanding. Casemiro, Kobe and Bruno himself. The thing about this three is they all do things very differently. Bruno's the creator and he gets the assists and the goals. You've got Casemiro who knits things together, his little clever passing, and you've got Kobe who just destroys things and makes things happen. They're always involved in everything that happens in the midfield. Look at the way they just they combine. They're always on the swivel. The weight of pass into Mbeumo there is just brilliant, and he should score. And Bruno's on the floor there saying, that was another assist I could have had.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And again, another straight ball, which this time you could see Casemiro is just very cool, calm on the ball. Just that control of midfield was quite evident today for a number of occasions. Obviously, the numbers of players getting forward, back four certainly suits Manchester United a lot more. It allows players they play higher up, they get players more forward. There's a lot of movement in the box. Bruno Fernandes out wide is anywhere on the pitch is a real danger. And Mbeumo's finish is exceptional. And again, the defending, players back, the quick transition. Xerxes, a lot of criticism this season, but even he played his part, looked very comfortable. It's just because the side is so much more confident, so much happier with playing a higher line.
What a pass this was.
This is a fantastic ball, and Doku's touch is excellent. And unfortunately, just wasn't quite a good enough shot on goal.
Yeah,
I think the balance, Gabby, I think the balance of the three is so important.
Yeah, and it's the most assists in a season, equalling Kevin De Bruyne and Thierry Henry. So a big day for him and also for Morgan Gibbs-White, who has had an incredible run of goal scoring since the beginning of March. She scored more than anybody else in the Premier League and I think adds another little headache for Thomas Tuchel in terms of his World Cup selections.
Listen, I think he's the kind of player, I think he does things very differently. He's got a maverick kind of attitude in the way he plays the game. and he'll try things that other players won't try as well. So, for me, he will be on the plane.
Oof, cool. OK. On to the battle then for European places, with Manchester City winning the FA Cup yesterday. The top 8 in the Premier League will qualify to play European football next season. If Aston Villa finish 4th, the top 5 would be in the Champions League, 6th and 7th in the Europa League and 8th in the Conference League. 6 could still deliver a Champions League spot, but only if Aston Villa finish 5th and win the Europa League final against Freiburg on Wednesday night. Got it, chaps?
It was goodbye to Casemiro at Old Trafford, but it looks, Dean Ashton, like Michael Carrick is staying. All talk of a 2-year deal in the pipeline. Is that well-deserved?
Yeah, I would say so. What he's done since coming into the club, galvanising the players and getting them Champions League football is vitally important for a club like Manchester United. I mean, I think in terms of not having any European football, having to train with the players throughout every single week, the players being fresh, I think next season is going to be a lot more difficult. And that'll really test Michael Carrick.
I want to show you this goal, which made it Manchester United 2, Nottingham Forest 1 at the time. Scored by Matheus Cunha. What did you make of this handball, which wasn't deemed a handball, Kevin, in the build-up?
Well, I think if he doesn't trap, well, I feel like, you know, we were speaking of it, he actually traps the ball within him, and if he doesn't get hold of it, then it just goes through. You just see it here now, and then it comes down. So a bit of a miss hit by Milenkovic, but then here, now if that doesn't hit the hand, it doesn't fall nicely into his feet and into his path. So for me, it's got to be handball, and I don't know why or how they haven't give it. I'm really surprised.
Well, Michael Salisbury was sent to the screen. There he is, but he's stuck with his original decision. Video assistant referee Matt Donoghue and the celebration from Matheus Cunha. But here is Law 12, fouls and misconduct, handball. It's an offence if a player deliberately touches the ball with their hand or arm, for example, moving the hand or arm towards the ball, or touches the ball with their hand or arm when it has made their body unnaturally bigger. Dean, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, of course, that's the wording of the rules, but I think it's maybe just an understanding from the officials on the fact that that ball flies past Mbeumo unless he traps it with his arm, and as a player, your instincts kick in, and his have to trap it. He's been able to do that and benefit from it. With how quick it misses Milenkovic, he still reacts. He still moves and traps it, and therefore it has to be disallowed, because if he doesn't, it just flies past him. And as players, we're so instinctive, we can move quickly enough to help ourselves.
Yeah, that goes in the net straight away. It would have been disallowed. That's what the rules.
Yeah, and that's the weirdest thing about it, and that's why I don't understand all these rules. And we can never ever sort of get, and there's always little grey areas, I feel, because if you're Nottingham Forest, you won all at Old Trafford, and that goes against you. You know, that's you're going to be slightly aggrieved, or really aggrieved with that. But yeah, I genuinely believe it's an handball, and it's just got to be black or white, and all the bits of he's made his arm bigger, he's trapped the ball, and if his arm's not there and he doesn't stop the ball, it doesn't fall into his path.
How would you sum up Bruno Fernandes this season? Obviously, that assist for Brian Mbeumo to make it 3-1 was his 20th in a season, which levels him with Thierry Henry and Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's been the odd comment about that it's, you know, you can't compare, but he's in a team, I would argue, that haven't got the talents that those two players had around them. He's a wonderful player. He's so creative. He could have had 8 assists in this game. It just seemed like it wasn't going to be his day. And Mbeumo missed many a chance before this. But I just wonder where they would be without him. He's that important to Manchester United.
It's not only that, it's just how good he's been all season long, even though he's been playing out of position as well. Because when under Amorim, he wasn't playing in his most favoured position. As soon as Michael's come in, he's put him in his favoured position, and he sort of got the ball by the horns and took the team and gone, right, this is how we're going to do it. But
is he going to break it, Kev, on the final day? They've got to Brighton at the Amex, but already Michael Carrick has hinted that he might play some younger players. He's going to play Bruno, isn't he?
He's got to play Bruno. He's his captain, isn't he? So he'll play him, I should imagine. He'll want to play because he'll want to break it, and the way he is, and he's a winner and everything else. So yeah, I mean, he'll be wanting to be alone on them charts, but really good company to be keeping with, isn't it?
Yeah. Right after the break on.
Well, what a day for Bruno Fernandes, who has levelled now with Thierry Henry and Kevin De Bruyne by recording 20 assists in a Premier League season. And Fernandes has still got one more game to play to break that record.
Everyone knew that was important, that I could get another assist at least. And they've been trying everything they can to score from my passes. Was there probably moments today that I should have passed instead of shoot, and still I got the shot, but I'm very happy for the assist. But more than that, I'm very happy for the win and to finish the season on a high.